Hey, good morning, everybody. This is the professor with Day Trading for Success. I'm here with, over a dozen people here. We're going to be trading the open strategy with Microsoft today. We've got some news that we think Microsoft's going to go up with all of its connections with AI. Please read this disclaimer. I am not a licensed financial advisor. So the open strategy, the market's already open, so I'm going to go pretty quick here. So the open strategy basically works on that the price action has to break the pre-market high or the pre-market or extended session low. So that's what we're looking for. And then we will go in, we'll all be trading 1,000 shares. And it is a large cap, so we're not concerned about fills or partials. I did take a little bit of a trade here just a moment ago. I am negative right now. But anyway, my goal is to make 5,000 a day. So the open, how do you mark out the open? Everybody here is waiting. I'm quarterbacking, calling the ball, but everybody knows that we all follow the strategy with whatever I say, they take their own trades. If it is going to break the low or the high, we're going to go in. I like to, as you know, if you watch me trade, I like to wait for a retesting. So the day trading logbook and journal that's available on this channel has the strategy and the criteria to pick your stock and the strategy. So you can get that. I say it almost every video, but there's actually a video that you don't have to buy it. There's a video about that book that shows you the criteria, literally a page. You could copy it down if you don't want to spend the $12. And then there's the day trading volume 1 has got it for the RV strategy. Same thing. I did a video on the whole book that shows it. I know they hate that I say that because they'd like to sell the book, but I think that the main reason for these books is to get you logging these logbooks. So I know there's a whole bunch more that are coming out or out now or over the next couple of weeks. So I'll leave that alone there. So guys, we are waiting. Here it is right here marked out. So we're waiting for that. And like I said, I like to see a retest. If it's not going to, here it goes. So this just might fly right through it. So getting ready to go here. Get back my $30. I'll go over a little bit more of what we have here, guys, once I feel comfortable trading. Right now, the anticipation of the first trade. So sometimes it doesn't reconcile. We're looking for 68, 69. It just broke through it, but then it faded. See, that's why I don't jump in. You see that fading. So it respected this enough where it fell right off. Sorry, excuse me. So this is a 15-minute chart. This is the daily. This is how we mark out our ATRs. We take the close of the day before. You divide the ATR in half from the previous day's close. You subtract half of it to get the ATR low, and you add half to get the ATR high. So I took my eye off the screen just to show you guys that. So that's how you get this big green line, big red line. Those are highly respected levels, and we don't have a lot to go on. I'm going to go ahead and take my eye off it again. Obviously, you guys know you'll go in. This is a 5-minute, excuse me, God, that's set on a 10-day. It has a Fibonacci, right? You can see Meta's just going straight up. So it's very hard to get pivot points where the stock has turned around, but I use the 5-minute charts to do that. If you zoom in on one of these, you can see I kind of marked pivot points throughout open pre-market. That means this is open session. So, and then I also marked another Fibonacci here too, but they almost perfectly lined up, so it's kind of worthless. But God, more coffee. Okay, so it just did it again. Wow, it's messing with us, right? Well, most of you are in, I see. I'm just going to wait a second longer here. No, it looks like it's really pushing this time. So the 15 minutes just showing straight up. 5-minute obviously is going to, oh, this is all messed up now that I've, here we are. I know, you guys know, somebody knows there's a faster way to do it than I just did it. You are the man or the one or whatever, if you know that way. But that's how I do it. I know people are just trying to be helpful in their emails when they say, "Why don't you do it that way?" There's an easier way. It's like, and I like that knowledge. I do. I like it. Sometimes it's just like, well, I did know it, but I don't want to do it. So this is scalping indicator. This is completely for free on our station. Just type in scalping indicator where it's, where it says to search, and you're going to come up with this, and then you go down where it says show more under the information. You highlight the URL. You go into where it says setup on the top right side of your screen on Thinkorswim, and it has import, and then you just move it in there, and then push Control V, and it'll populate over into your area where your beaker is, where your search thing is. This area right up here, it'll populate right there. So just type in DTS. Okay. Well, we've got some reds up there. We got a couple green. Okay, 6. Okay, I'm going to take that. It went over the third time there, so just get some other. I'm going to make a little mark right here. And one right there, just in case it keeps playing games with us. Wow, it broke the ATR. That was fast. That was really fast. I think it's going to pull back off that. I'm going to actually reverse there and bank that. It's got the fib against it now. So I'm now short at 373.06. I know that was a chance because it was going up, and I get a lot of questions about that. And it's the way I trade. I look for these little scalps in between, and sometimes it backfires on me because I don't have anything to go by other than I know this is a bit of a magnet. So it broke through it, and I look like I feel like it tethered it, and it's going to pull it back down. Sorry, I'm having like a coughing thing going on this morning. And then you had the fib up here as another possible rejection of it. So yeah, I could be going the wrong way. And then the other thing is that I don't just sell out. I always reverse to try to catch it the other way, to try to stay in a position. I talk about it in a lot of detail in the archive videos I have. So I recommend you watch if you're confused by what I'm saying. I talk about it a lot, almost at some point, almost every. Okay, good. Good. I see there's a bunch of people going short with me here, and some are just staying long. So now it is actually using this as support. So now I might be going the wrong way here. So that's a little, I might be holding it the wrong way. Okay. Wow. So that was, let's see if we can get a dip here. Below the $73 mark is holding it firm there too. So it hit the 73, then bounced right back up. So you can look here too, because these sometimes a level 2, as you know, has some trouble. I think, all right, well, I had $430. I should have left well enough alone back there. But you got to stay in the game, right? That's what you're doing. So I don't know if I'm going to want to, if it bounces off that 73, I need it to break it really pretty hard for me to stay in this position. Oh, it did. Okay. Wow. I'm going to reverse right there and take that. Now it's got the pre-market high as support. So you're saying again, like, hey, it was going down. Why'd you do that? Well, you're just trying to catch these little scalps and hope that these, these supports. Yeah, everybody's green. They all have their styles, and they're all doing pretty good. Everybody, I think the lowest one there is 250. So everybody's doing pretty good. So there was its bit of its retracement back here now. Now, if we were looking to trade the escalator strategy, which is, you could almost call it that this morning. That's what we did yesterday with, I believe it was Meta. and everybody did great. I think I did like 6 or 7,000 or something. I can't remember. At the end of the day, I had like 14,000 with my other trades. So I had a great day yesterday. Oh, shoot. I'm jinxing myself now. So, using the scalping indicator is good if you're new, but the type of trading we're doing right now is not, particularly when I'm reversing, is not really a beginner's trade. So I always say you need to trade in a sim. It's fun to watch and entertaining for a lot of people if you want to get into trading, but you don't want to just jump on your platform and try to do what we're doing here. You want to do small share size. You want to go in a sim, practice until you get green for many months, 2-3 months green, practicing the strategy, seeing where it goes wrong, logging, keeping track of what you were thinking when you did good or bad, all of those things. So I kind of wish I would have taken that scalp there. I missed that, but there can be some slippage here. Now remember, you're multiplying these by 100, and there's a bunch of hidden ones you never get to see. So the level 2 on large cap isn't as helpful as when you're trading small cap or micro cap momentum stocks, penny stocks. There's a lot of people on YouTube that do that are very good at it. And I do trade those when I trade on light speed, and I pay trading fees. But then I'm not doing market, so I'm doing limit orders, and I'll get partials and stuff. But when you're doing large caps and you have a market maker like, TD Bank, Thinkorswim, your Schwab, which are now connected, you're going to get filled. When you have a over $25 billion market cap, over $1 billion float, which is how we do the RV strategy. So you don't have to worry about that unless you go really epically crazy with share size. But I know sometimes when you get to 5,000 and stuff, because a lot of us do that, and it will sometimes not fill, so, but it's rare that happens. If you push flat, and you're going to get filled no matter what happens. You're just not going to like the price. You might be up $1,000 and then suddenly down 200. So when you have that share size, you have to be very careful. Okay, so we're looking for a resistance right here at this fib. Excuse me. See, it hit it, and then went right back down. What is that fib at? 50. Yeah, it's also 373.50. So that it knocked off that $0.50. It knocked off that. So we'll try to catch a short scalp here. Let's see if it doesn't break the half. I should have grabbed it right there, but it probably would have slipped. See, it hit 49.50. I think it hit 50, then jumped right. Wow, this is like the fourth time. It's going to break it. Look at the action. It's going to break it. So the scalpers indicator was telling you, and there it goes. So that's why I did not reverse right there, because I was just watching. I did watch this go up, go down, go up, go down. And each time it was a little higher, and it was telling you it was going to break that. So it's still useful to see the level 2, even if it's not. It's really hard to trade it like a momentum, where you're looking to see the numbers stop the stock. It just doesn't work on large caps that way. And all those momentum traders will tell you the same thing. They don't, it's a different animal. And I don't know why we're talking about momentum stocks, but. So if you look at the big moves, I have the 15-minute here, so I keep things in perspective in case I get lost thinking that, it's going down. I look at that, and then you want to look over here. Most of the people, every time frame that goes up, you have more traders trade that time frame than the lower time frame. That's what they say. I'm not going to put that down in fact and bet my life on it, but that's what everybody believes. The people that trade there's more people to trade the 2-minute than 1 minute, more people to trade the 5-minute than the 2-minute, more people to trade the 10-minute than the 5-minute, than the 15-minute than the 10-minute, than the, on and on, 1 hour, then the 15-minute, 4 hour, then the 1 hour. And so I could just keep going. The daily more than the 4 hour or 8 hour, whatever, which is kind of weird because the market is only open for so many hours. But still, that's just the way it is. There's more traders that trade the longer time frame. So the whole point of that is having an eye on that is a good idea. Now, we're only trading intraday for a half hour to 40 minutes, so that doesn't make much sense going by 15 minutes. Even 15 minutes is a stretch. It's mostly just to keep perspective. I had this at 10 minutes. If you watch some of my older videos, I had at 10 minutes for a while too. I switched to 15 because it seemed like more traders, even if I only hit it twice, more traders jumped in on the 15 than the 10. Didn't seem like it was a fact. Yeah, okay, well, I don't want to lose this, so what's happening here? It broke back through the 50 cents, which is not something I wanted to see. I hesitate to reverse because, yeah, it's just too strong a move going up. Now, you saw it drop. You can see here the volume dropped, you know, as the sellers came up. Well, the sellers were higher there. But you can see that there's a battle going on. So we want to see this volume go up with the buyers again right now. We want to see this, you know, spring off this fib. So this fib is being respected. It means something anyway. You saw how I marked it, high to low over 10 days, high to low over 2 days. It doesn't make sense to go 4-hour fibs and 8-hour fibs and daily fibs when you're trading intraday for like a half hour. And there's a lot of people that misunderstand that, and they're going, why, you know, like even, you know, professional good traders that day trade but don't do scalping. They look at this and they just think it's a bunch of nonsense because they don't trade this way. So they'll call it into question and go, oh, you don't know what you're doing, and Well, you just have to watch it to see how well these are respected and how well you can call these. And this is a really good trade that I don't want to lose. So we'll see what goes on here. Everybody's doing really good. I got nothing to go back to reverse on here. We got nothing. We're in the stratosphere. Air's getting thin. That's what I always say when there's nothing up here. I'm terrified it's just going to go straight back down. Well, maybe not terrified, but I get concerned. So now I'm starting to look at half dollars, whole dollars, even 25 cents, 25 cents, quarter dollars. And then I'm looking at this scalpers indicator, and I'm looking at the momentum up here, the percentages. See, right now, sellers are winning out, and see how they're climbing. And that scares me that it's losing some of the momentum going up. But it, you know, unless it breaks back through the 374, that's a big, I mean, that's about all I got to go on. I would say that's a part that maybe I'd want to reverse if it breaks back through 374. So that's my logic. We'll see what happens. There it goes. It might break it. So guys, I'm looking at that. I'm also looking right here. So you got to be careful looking here. Look at what the market maker is going to give me. That's what I'm going to get, that number. No, it's not. I do not want to reverse this position. I do not want it. I mean, that was a little pullback. I do not want to reverse this based on look at this. You know, it's destroying I'm glad I didn't try to prove a point by talking to you, because sometimes I'll do that. Here's what you should do. Just trying to make something out of nothing. Wow. So this is a great trade, just hanging on with it. Not a lot of skill here. Now it broke to 50 cents and then faded back off. So 374.50 is something we need to watch out for. But look at the momentum here. So if you were to read this pattern, these little pullbacks, you know, we're getting higher highs here, guys. This is as far as volume here. So as it goes up, everything screams hang on to this position until you see a real flush start to happen here. Part of me just wants to bank this and get right back in. You guys have seen me do that sometimes. Now, I'm not doing hotkeys. I'm not doing partials. I'm making it easier for you to follow. But I'm thinking I'm going to do that. I'm just going to bank that. So if I get caught in a flush, I don't know. I mean, you could still lose all that. It's It's the way I think. Like, that's in the bank now. I don't want to see this go below 2,000, dollars. And I actually lost positioning by doing that. I'm not, I was in a better position. Why does they keep doing that? Stop that. There we go. Look at this. If you need any backbone, here you go. Now, obviously, it's going to come down at some point here. It's going to, even if it goes up all day, you're going to get these moves, maybe even like these moves. And at some point, it could retrace all the way to the ATR and kick off again. Wow. Okay, what was that? Now we're looking at 375 as a possible pivot point to turn this thing around. So how hard is it going to hit that? I'm at 374.42. Yeah, it's a sucky position because I did that little move mostly to show people. I like the idea about banking, stuff, but probably in this type of a move, I should have just hung on to it. Oh, here we go. Now look out. Let's see what happens here. Watch here. Broke through it. Is it going to go back down, or is it just going to keep going through it? This tells you, how strong. Now it's using it, this even dollar as a support. Nope. It's going through it. It's not going to pull back. Look at it. Now we're way up here. So, wow. 375 holds. Now we look at 375.50. We're going, looking at we got nothing. Again, I keep saying, I got nothing else to watch. Scalpers indicator, and then the even and half dollar and even dollar amounts are the biggest. But the 25 cents is a good idea to watch too. Now, why? Because these are when people place their orders at those numbers, and enough of them can, they make their profit taking at those numbers. They'll set it, and if there's enough of them, it'll turn it around. Then people go like, hey, we better get out, and then people jump on like lemmings, and it starts to go back the opposite direction because people lose faith, fear and greed. That's what drives the whole market, right? So. It's pushing back down a bit toward the 375, which is interesting, making a little dragonfly here pattern. Now, not anymore, but so if it drops below 375 or it doesn't hold it, then you're probably going to see me reverse. I'm planning to reverse in here somewhere soon. I'm just looking for things to add up to tell me, but the buyers are still winning out down here on the scalpers indicator. So look at the percentage here. I mean, that's definitely telling me do not trust what you see right here. The spread can throw you too on these things. So it's going to break the 50 cents this time or fall back off, because I can get a little scalp out of here. This might be making a channel between the 50 cents and let me mark this right here. I'm just trying anything to the body of that. That was kind of right at this 25 cent there. Okay, so it's at the 50 cents. Is it going to fall back off? What are you guys doing up there? It's like it's falling back off. I wish I would have grabbed it for a little scalp the other way, but those are dangerous because I'll slip. I'll slip to fill my share size and what might be, and now I can't tell if I lost $50 because I didn't get the right spread and I slipped as it was filling that many shares. And this is a great opening trade. It's almost too slow because I can't scalp in between and try to make more money than just a straight up move. Now, these are the moves we wish you had 5,000 shares if you could sell them all. So let's look at the 75 cents. Whoa. Is it going to bank off is it going to go off the 376? Okay, so the scalpers are, wow. I'm going to try right there. I'm going to try right there and get ready to reverse right back. I'm going to bank on it not going through this 376. Let's see if it's just going straight up. Is it going to hold that move? I'm looking at this. Oh, look at that. Well, wow, I'm going to take that quick, I'm going back long again. I'm going to take that. I broke over. I'm going to just try these this is what I haven't been doing to make some more money as it's messing around in here. I'll take that 100. Whoa. See, this is what I'm doing. I'm looking at the money and I'm just watching this back and forth. If it's enough where I think the slip, I can make the money off the slip, I'm going to do it. I'm going to try to do baby scalps in here. You see me do this sometimes. Sometimes it doesn't work. It backfires. I'm on a short now. Not feeling good on a short now with this, with a stock that's basically moving up, and I could lose everything I just had here if I don't react quickly. So 70 again, 89. I'm taking my eye off the screen. So now I'm kind of in a situation here that I'm not. Whoa, I'll take that. I'm going to do it again. I'm going to short again. Got me up to 4,600. Yeah, it's starting to consolidate here, which is working for these short moves, tiny moves, I should say. Ah, see how I slipped there? I slipped $100 on that $90 trade. Yeah, I'm almost up to my half hour anyway here, so see if I can make the 5K the hard way here. Nope. Oh, I didn't. I looked away. Oh dear. Oh wow. Okay. So let's try to keep at least above 4 here and assess. I'm just reversing this. This is when reversing goes bad. Like I don't want to reverse if it's that strong. Okay. It's going to come back. No. Lesser loss maybe. This isn't looking good. Is it going to go back up or not? It looks like it wants to go back up. And here now it hit here. I put this line here. So this is sort of where it stopped a couple of times. It hit it there. I mean, that's not a lot to go on, guys, but it's a wing and a prayer here. A little bit of gambling going on here, but I've got a cushion, thank goodness. So yeah, some days it's just so clear. And when you go straight up, what you're betting on is just that it's going to go straight up. And that's what I'm betting on right now. But it seems like it's not going to go straight up anymore. But that could have been its pullback. So let me hope for that. This gets up to, I'd like to see this get up to 5 on this up move. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, actually, if it does, I'm just going to sell out. Is it going to get me to 5? Almost. Come on. It's losing its way. Oh, man, I should have taken that. That was almost 300, right? Oh, man. I'm just going to sell there. 75. It's at the 75. Now there it goes. I don't know. It's right around here, though. How's everybody? Well, we got a few over 5K. Yeah, I mean, I might take one more trade to try to catch you guys, some of you guys here. The kiss of death, right? I believe it's long is the way to go still. I missed it. Yeah, it was down there at 30 cents. So I'm going to look for a pullback and then try to go long again. Let's see. It seems like doesn't like 376. So this is where it's at least going to stay for a little while, right in that area. There's its channel. So I'm looking for a pullback on this channel a little further down, closer to the 20 cents range, and I'll buy in anticipation of it going right back up. It might not get that low, though. That's my strategy. I'm sticking with it. I'll take it. I was watching the sellers go up, but the volume isn't. Okay, so I don't want to reverse if I start making money here. I just want to get out. So I'm at the 27. Let's bring us back up into the 50s, 60s here. Come on. Go up. You know you want to go up. There's 30 cents. 36 cents. That's getting me closer. I'm just going to take that little scalp. I lost confidence in the move there. So let's go back, see if it dips back down for me. I'm trading large cap like a tiny momentum stock here. I'll go in again. I got it in at 26 cents again. This seems to be the channel it's respecting, unless it just suddenly breaks here, which could happen. I've got my eyes on the level 2 right now. That jumps into the 30s and 40s. I'll be looking at my cash, trying to make that 5 goal. $0.30, 31 cents on the ask, 33 on the ask. Come on. Oh, man. It's just messing with me, right? Take it. Yes. You all saw it. So, all right. So that's scalping, my friend, and it can go bad. So it's not, you can't, you can, of course you, now he's over 6, you can't catch the good guys. If you mess up at all with this crowd, you're not going to be the leader for sure. I was looking at my Yoda here for inspiration. I was like, come on, man, you can do it. Anyway. All right. Don't forget to subscribe and give us a thumbs up. I'm going to try, every weekend, I think I'm going to make other tutorial videos for you guys, and I just end up that my weekends fill up. And then I want to trade. So I try to put the lessons in with the trading, but I do still want to go over in detail more about how you find the stocks and how you mark out each type of trade a little bit slower for beginners. So eventually I will get to that. I just thought I was going to do it this coming weekend, and then all this stuff filled up my life. So I don't think I'll try. But all right, guys, thanks for watching. Be careful out there trading a sim before you try this stuff. Stay green. Have a good one.